Good morning, champions. How is everybody this morning? Oh, I hope everybody is fantastic. Happy post Mother's Day for those of you that are mothers, and for those of you that just have mothering hearts and mothering spirits. Bless you, bless you. Um, question for you: who's helping you grow now? So, our moms had their parts. They were there for us in the developmental years. But when we look at moms now, what what are we thinking? Who are our mother figures, our model mothers, if you will, that we look to give us answers for how to grow? I'm going to give you a minute to tell me if you're here with a hashtag live. And then number two, go ahead and put down, if you have a mother figure in mind, someone like when you were young, did you watch the Brady Bunch? Were you like in love with the Brady Bunch mom or the Partridge Family mom? Or you grew up maybe Modern Family? I don't know. Tell me who to you set the stage for what a mother should be like. So I see Margaret is here with us. Good morning, Miss Margaret. Glad you're here. And what a bummer, your computer is giving you some issues. It happens to me all the time. And guess what? We just keep pushing through and making it happen. So, mother figure, you guys. Go ahead and put in the chat, even if you're watching this later on the replay. Don't forget to put hashtag replay, by the way. But go ahead and tell me the qualities of that mother figure that you aspire to, that to you would have been the epitome of great mother, right? And let us know, let us know. Because I think it's really important to examine this type of thing. And that's why today we are covering the topic of mother nurture, not mother nature, which we could have used just as well, but mother nurture. And the word nurture, if you don't know, means to care for or encourage growth and development in someone or something. And so today, we are going to focus on 3 ways to nurture ourselves. We're going to think about that mother within and how we can pull that out and use it in times when we need that extra support that we don't necessarily get from the outside, but that we need anyway. So if you don't know me, I am Coach Tina. I'm so happy to be with you on this lovely Monday morning. This is the second Monday in May. And this May, yes, I'm doing it on the right side. Love it, love it, love it. We are having Monumental Motivation Month, where we get to make progress on the life of our dreams. So if you're watching today, you are in the right place at the right time, getting the right information for moving you forward. So what we want to do is learn the 3 ways to nurture ourselves. And it's pretty simple, you guys. The first one, are you ready for it? Go grab your pen and your paper, and we want to write down the 3 ways to nurture ourselves today so that you have this in front of you this week as you're working on your goals, the important things that matter to you. We want to set you up for success, and we want you to be thinking about the number 1 way to nurture yourself, which is to practice self-compassion. Okay, what do I mean by that? Well, we're all probably compassionate to others. Women tend to be that way, especially those that we love. So when you think about your own children and how you might have responded to, let's say they had something important going on in their life, a dream, maybe a project at school, something where they didn't maybe feel like they were going to get through it successfully. Now, did you just confirm that for them? You're like, you're right. You're never going to make it in life. You wouldn't be here, champion, if that was your nature. So most likely you talked them up. You gave them a pep talk. You were like, it's going to be okay. And here's all of your strengths. This is why you're going to be successful. You're organized. You're um, dedicated. You're passionate. Whatever those things that you say to other people are, how many times have you said them to yourself? Right? How many times have you provided grace to somebody in their moment? But when it comes to you, you just want to rag yourself out. Just be like, you suck at this. You're never going to make it. You're dumb. Yeah, that isn't very helpful, right? So, number one way to nurture ourselves is to do unto ourselves like we would do unto others. Now, that's a total Coach Tina-ism, but I know you guys get it. I know that you see it. And once you see something, you can't unsee it, right? So now what you want to do is catch it in action. And so I was reading a really good, or actually, it's a YouTube from Joe Dispenza. And he had a little thing on ways to increase awareness. And what he recommended was one of the parts of this practice is journal, like write down when you catch yourself saying the wrong thing to yourself, and then cross it out. So physically write it down, cross it out, and right next to it, at least three opposite thoughts. So affirmative thoughts, thoughts that are building you up in that area and not tearing you down. So you hear it, think it, hear it, cross it off, write it down, cross it off, and then replace it with something better. And then he says throughout the day, including in the evening before you go to bed, read through the new statements and basically build new neural pathways in your brain to say, hey, I want to do this differently. Okay. Now I'm going to check my phone really quick. I don't think I have this posted up into the featured, and I'm not seeing the comments today. Go figure. I saw the first comment from Margaret and haven't seen it since. So how fun. I just got to Facebook 7 years ago. My son graduated from high school. Yikes. How does that happen, you guys? It did not seem like 7 years ago. All right. Going into empowering champions. And I'm first of all pinning this to featured so that those of you may find it. And I'm taking a look to see if we have comments in here. So interesting. All right. Oh, you know what? This is not, you know what? I could be in my regular field. No, it says I'm live now. Whatever. Computers, they're so much fun, aren't they? So there it is. That's the one I want to pin to featured. And let's see here. Look at all these comments. Okay. Claudia, so happy you're here. See Margaret's comments as well. See, we can overcome all of these computer issues if we're just patient enough. And even what I just said about the ways to nurture yourself, like don't let it be a thing that blocks you. Like I could have been just like, oh, I always have computer problems and it always blocks me and I never get to do whatever. But no, just recognizing that the answer will come when the answer needs to come, and boom, it works out. So yes, Claudia says, ground yourself when technology isn't working. I love that, Claudia. Love it, love it, love it. All right, you guys. Second way to nurture ourselves. You guys ready? Is to have gentle, consistent routines. Okay, these are our daily habits. This is the thing we do on a regular basis. And why did that gentle word get in there, right? Because we're hard on ourselves. We don't need to be hard on ourselves. We just need to ease into it, recognizing that we are human. We're not going to do it perfect every time. But gentle will allow us to keep doing it. And you notice my hands kind of moving in a wave. I really saw this and thought of the waves of the ocean, right? Now, some waves can be pretty drastic and not gentle, but the regular, consistent wave on the ocean, what does it do? It beats it down into those little tiny granules of sand. But think about a rock. What do they do with the rocks? They do the same thing, that gentle turning wave, and it polishes the stones. So the same thing done, just the littlest, tiniest, Tony Robbins likes to say a 2 millimeter shift is all you need to change the trajectory. So if you're not having the daily routine of your dreams, let's say, then what is just the smallest thing you could do instead, or enhance what you already do in a better way, that could make things better for you, right? Um, Case in point, I love my coffee, you guys. I'm back to drinking it after Life Mastery. I was out maybe 10, 12 days, but it's decaf. So one of the things that I recognized was I like the holding of the cup, the warmth of the cup. Do you guys see my glitter on my nails? By the way, I did that for our Miss Sarah. But the cup itself gives me comfort. It gives me structure. I drink the coffee, kind of like a grounding routine. It's a process. And so when Life Mastery happened, my very first time in 2021, I decided not to drink caffeinated coffee. And I switched to decaf. I have been decaf since then. I don't miss it. I miss the holding and the enjoying of the coffee. So that's what I do with my decaf. Little shift, right? You can make those little shifts in your life. And I see Kathy Case is here. Yes, yes. And Tammy, nice to have you here as well. So, what kinds of routines are you going to put in place? What little shifts are you going to make life easier for you? And then the third thing, this one is my favorite. What do you guys see me do all the time? Victory pose. I'm celebrating a win. Okay. So you should celebrate small wins, but I like to say celebrate all wins. Okay. Because momentum feeds on positive reinforcement. If you want to make progress, if you want to make momentum in anything that you're doing, shift how you're thinking about it in a positive direction, and you will be so impressed with the results. So when you catch yourself doing something that you know was a milestone for you, celebrate. Even if you catch yourself not doing something that's a milestone. I've said this before, but I love in the Tony world, when we make mistakes, we say, I'm so adorable when I do that. And in a way, it's a celebration. It's a way of embracing that if you're going to be successful, you probably have to fail and stumble a few times, unless you're some prodigy, right? But most of us, when we learned to walk, didn't stand up, perfectly jot across the floor, and then become a marathon runner the next day, right? It doesn't work like that. You toddle, you stand up, you fall, you stand up, you fall, and you just keep working at it until it becomes second nature. Same thing in our lives, you guys. If we want to be successful, we have to take risks. We have to do the things that are hard and uncomfortable and don't always feel right in the moment. But when we celebrate that we're doing those things, even when we have challenges, celebrating those challenges, wow, when you can get to that place where you see it and you're like, I am so happy that this is happening to me, that I get to experience this in my life, that's when you're really going to see that forward momentum, that you're just going to rock it up. You will be amazed at yourself. And I hope you bring in a lot of self-compassion at that point and really just love on yourself as you go through it. It's possible. And that's what I love, right? So here's a question for you guys. What will you work to improve on how you nurture yourself? Either today, this week, this month. And as you do those things, celebrate, right? Catch yourself doing it, nurturing yourself, and then just be like in the moment. And when you get the opportunity, shout out in here and let us know what you were able to see, right? This is all about awareness. So, for those of you that want to talk about this a little bit more, tomorrow morning, I will be doing my office hours. We're calling them greenhouse now. So, if you want to jump in the greenhouse and share your thoughts, your insights, kind of plant some seeds about how you could use this in your life, it's going to be tomorrow morning at 7:30 a.m. It's a Zoom, so you come in, we actually get to talk. And I just welcome you to do that. Would love to get to know you better. And for those of you that haven't heard yet, I am now a full-time life coach and here to serve. So one of the things I'm initiating this month in my free time is to offer interventions, quick interventions, a breakthrough or two in about a 15-minute time period. We're doing these snap breakthroughs. So if you're interested, put in the DMs breakthrough and I will contact you. Okay. Love you guys. It's a pleasure to work with you guys and to motivate you on Mondays. You'll be seeing me in here a lot more. And if you haven't checked out the May Moments post, I've been in here posting little videos, shorts on how to keep going this month, making progress towards your dreams. Love you guys. And I'm so looking forward to talking to each of you as we move forward this month. Take care. Have a good one, you guys. Do, do, do.